Hey guys, we're back again with Love Island. We're now on episode 33 of season 8. Last time we had the recoupling, a lot of drama. We had Andrew mad at Tasha, Tasha mad at Andrew turned into a whole bitch and walking back everything he said, and now saying he still has feelings for Tasha and trying to get back with her. And she's saying the door is still open with him. Then we have Paige mad at Jax because Jax decided to make some bullshit excuse so he can make out and do whatever he did with blonde girl because she was looking good. Like he made a bunch of excuses, but he did it because, you know what I mean, he wanted to go there. Hey, it is what it is. Then we have, the only one that really got out of this scot-free is, in fact, Davide. He played it very well. She had her, Ekin-Su had her reservation. She was upset with him. But my dude didn't fold. He didn't bend. He sticks to his word. He does what he does. Yeah, I mean, he is 28. You know what I mean? He's more mature than the rest of these guys, so he handled it like a G. Much respect. No respect for Andrew. He's a whole bitch. I can't stand dudes like that. Just wishy-washy, all over the place, have no control over their emotions, just go with their feelings, and they're just a scrambled mess. You might as well have a vagina. Done with that dude. Jax is very childish. Couldn't deal with his emotions. He got confronted, he got defensive, and then afterwards he was sulking around and just a child, just a whole man child. Like, I understand, as a man, when you're overwhelmed with your emotions, you just want to process and just be by yourself, right? But you gotta, in a situation like that, you have to man the fuck up and control your feelings and handle the situation first, and then, process later. But he didn't do that. He got defensive. He didn't apologize. He didn't explain why he did what he did. He did nothing, pretty much. He just went with his feelings and started rambling a bunch of stuff. He was honest to the point of being blunt, to the point of where he's just digging a deeper hole for himself, and points where he wasn't being honest is he just said nothing. It was a shit show. But I think that's all the drama so far with those guys. So let's see what's going on here. Andrew, Paige and Jax, yeah, she's still mad at him. She's yelling at him and he's getting defensive. He's yelling back. Then we got Andrew sulking. He doesn't know what to do. Dami's just all over the place, talking to everyone except for India. He also fucked up with the whole India situation, but she chose a different guy. He chose a different girl. So it should be fine, but except she never kissed or made out with the other dude, mostly because she wasn't really that interested in him. And he did everything but have sex with the girl that he chose. So he's kind of avoiding the conversation. Then we have Andrew, who decided to friend zone Bald Eagle Face because Tasha just came back into the house. See him here, friend zoning her, and her trying to pretend to take it well. But she's obviously, the Bald Eagle Face is droopy and not happy. All right, so she's not happy because this is the situation she's in. When she came into the house, she was one of the main girls. She was the first one, actually, to tell Andrew about what was happening with Tasha saying behind his back, and pretty much letting him know, and him going through that whole sulky phase. And then he got all emo, like freaking Spider-Man, got the Venom suit on, and all of a sudden now he's freaking disco dancing all over the place. And now he's trying to make out with her and have sex with her and all this stuff. So she was the main one who did that. And after she did that, when the other girls came back into the house, they're just not fans of her. So she lost the girls. The girls don't like her because they're siding with Tasha, because Tasha played it very well, very, very smart politician. She got all the girls on her side before anything else. So now Coco has lost the girls because she's officially a snitch. and now she's lost Andrew. And she doesn't really have that many friendships with the guys. What the hell, what are they even going to talk about? So she's left with no one after he friend zoned her. That's a very important detail. And that is something that you guys need to keep in mind. You need to be socially calibrated with stuff like that, because you do that to a woman, that is when you get yourself in a situation where they will bite back and they will either ruin your shit or ruin your relationships with other people. You don't do that. You corner them like that where they feel isolated. They need a group around them to either cry to or to vent to, or whatever it is. They need a group, and you isolate them like that, you kind of fucked yourself. So that's what he did. All right. But he's thinking he's doing the honorable thing. No, you didn't, bro. What you did was you got pissed off, you felt emotional, you got all heartbroken, and then you try to bang some other chick, and then the girl that you got heartbroken by came back, and she had a plausible little excuse that's just good enough that you can see yourself just sort of believing it just so you can get back with her, and then you fucking do a whole 180 on the whole situation, and now you're trying to clear your plate. You're trying to clear out all the garbage that you had your meal. Now you're trying to throw away all the trash, and no one knows that you just ate all of that. Just a complete mess he just made of himself. All right. Let's skip the whole Paige and the Paige and Jack situation, because he just sits there and says nothing, and then he cries when she's no longer in front of him and he's just talking to the guys. He cries like a little bitch. Jax needs to grow the fuck up real quick. I don't know who raised him, but he should, like, what is he, like 23? He could just be emotionally stunted. I don't know, but it's just weird, man, that he has so little control over his emotions. So that's that. Jax decided to sleep on the couch instead of in the bed. Every other couple slept in the bed that they're in. So, and they wake up the next morning. Billy Boy is still smiling, cuddling up with Tasha. She's rubbing him and all that stuff. They're kissing. I think, yeah. And then Paige is still salty. The girls bandwagon. They all have a little chat and they back each other. I think Paige is she's in a boring relationship with a freaking model dude that has no idea how to dress himself. Paige is pissy about the Jack situation. India is pissy about the Dami situation. Tasha is pissy about the Andrew situation, and she's saying she still wants to get to know Andrew, and she wants to get to know Billy at the same time. Whatever. She's okay, but she has to powwow with the girls. They all have to be there. I think. Yeah. Okay, so I think that one is Gemma, and Paige is the one over here. Okay. Okay. All right. So that is their little thing. We no need to spend too much time on that. They talked for a long time, and I don't really care. Andrew's still sulking like a little bitch. talking about how he's still got feelings for Tasha and all this stuff, but he can't trust her anymore. And the guys are like, "Oh, are you still going to get back with her?" He's like, "No, how can I?" Lies. He literally just went back on all of that just now, as soon as she came back in the house and talked to him. And he's still in lying. He's so full of shit. The dude is pathetic. I no respect for that piece of shit. So, of course, freaking. I also have no respect for Luca as well. The guy's he's very insecure, like extremely so, to the point where it's just like he's the kind of guy that you wouldn't be surprised is like accused of battery, like behind closed doors, like slapping his girl around. Like I can definitely see him being that kind of guy because he thinks she's cheating on him or whatever. Dami's trying to give Jack some advice about dealing with his emotions and talking to women, but Jack's, of course, he's not listening. Paige is trying to like act all happy and stuff like that, like she's over everything. Then we have fucking Andrew, who just said that he could never trust Tasha and he could never get back again with her. Look what he's doing. As soon as she came to talk to him, hands on the leg, trying to play it cool, just an absolute, look at him, just an absolute garbage human being. And this is him, little emotional face, talking about trying to get back, still want to get to know her and all this stuff. Just a pathetic human being, that guy. So he did that. And then we got Billy Boy. Billy Boy can never keep a Billy Boy down. Over here, flirting it up with Gemma, my dude. And there's Luca back there being all insecure, and Ekin-Su is egging it on, and he's getting pissed off that Billy is over here flirting with Gemma, and you know what I mean. Gemma's laughing and you know what I mean, enjoying herself. You see that? See the way she's looking at Billy Boy? Tell you, man, Billy's a Casanova. He's doing his thing. I think Billy would just smash anything that moves at this point. And he struck out with Paige, and then he immediately went to Tasha, and he was trying on with both of them, and he went with whatever works. Billy is not like that committed to the whole Tasha situation. So now we got Luca in his fifis because you see Billy flirting with his girl, and you see her responding. And then we have Dami, who found out from Paige that that while he was kissing on Summer and doing all this stuff in the bed with her, that India actually didn't do anything with the other guy. She didn't even kiss him because she wanted to be respectful of their situation. So now Dami realized how badly he fucked up, and he he realized he has to go talk to India and apologize and do exactly what he was trying to advise Jax to do. He has to go do that. Oops. And then we have Luca confronting Gemma about the whole Billy situation. He's asking her questions, and she's just sees serious face. He's asking her, you know, are you interested in Billy, or what's going on with you and Billy, and all that stuff. And she's like, she wants to be with a guy that can trust her and all this stuff. She's constantly trying to avoid the fact that Luca is freaking insecure, and she doesn't like that about him. But she's like kind of stuck in this whole thing with him, and their relationship is just not going to last. It's not. He's just like Luca's. He has issues, but it is what it is. They're there. They're doing whatever they're doing, and she's in the experience, and he's the best choice for her at the moment. Then we have Bald eagle face, fresh out the shower, bald eagle face, full on display, crying about the whole Andrew situation. And she's pretty much using the whole emotional manipulation to get the girls back on her side. So what she's doing now in politics, what I would like to call playing the victim. Classic female move. You corner a girl. Remember, like I said, the last thing you want to do is keep her isolated like that where she has no friends, because the first and most classic move is playing the victim. Now she's playing the victim and she's saying Andrew has been lying to her and was playing her. Even though she knew that she used the fact that Tasha, even though Andrew didn't want to get to know any of the girls, she used the fact that Tasha was talking behind his back. She used that to get Andrew to open up more. And then when he did with her, and he did what he did, and then Tasha came back and he's in his feelings, now she's playing the victim and saying he lied to her and he was playing her. When he was never playing her, he never said he was going to be in a relationship with her. He always said he still had feelings for Tasha. Like I said, you don't want to do stuff like that with girls. And now she's playing the victim, and she's gonna get Ekin-Su first, and then she's gonna get the rest of the girls right on her side. Trust me. Then we get Jax trying again. He finally figured out how to apologize to Paige. He made the apology. He said he only wants to be with her and all that stuff. She's not ready to forgive him, but you can see on her face she probably will, because what else is she going to do? She's just going to stay in that house and mope around? No, she's eventually going to have to forgive him. And there's that. Andrew's still just moping around because he pretty much told Tasha about him kissing and stuff with Bald Eagle Face, and Tasha didn't like that, and she turned it around on him and saying, you're the one playing games and everyone is telling me how fake I am. And he's saying, every guy that's walking in the house, you constantly try to get to know them and you've constantly been open the whole time, and I've only been about you. And she's using the excuse that he's done all this stuff, and he's like, I only did it out of anger, which makes perfect sense, because even if you say what he's done is worse, it doesn't make sense, because she didn't know he was doing that when she made the decisions that she did. She was playing him the whole time, and now that he's out of anger, he's hooked up with a different chick. Now she's going to use that against him to say that he was the liar, I never was, and she's going to try to rehabilitate her image pretty much by painting him as the actual villain. Very brilliant move. Very very well played on her part. All right. So we have Coco here with move number 2. This is Coco about to tell Tasha what happened with her and Andrew, about him kissing her and them making out in the pool and doing all kinds of stuff. And she's pretty much suggesting that more went on. All right. And Andrew's over here knowing they're talking, and you got to suspect at this point that some of his secrets are going to come out. Even though he's trying to get back with Tasha and still trying to act like he's still angry, which he probably is, but he's too much of a bitch to actually make a decision. Either stick with, you don't want to be with her, or say you want to be with her. He's trying to play both sides, where he's telling the guys he's done with her while he's telling her he still wants to get to know her. Just pathetic. All right. So that's Coco's round 2 of political manipulation, playing the victim. And she's pretty much suggesting, but not saying directly to Tasha, that a lot of stuff went on that she doesn't know about, apart from the kissing. All right. So now Tasha is upset with Andrew, and she felt played. I don't know why she thinks she's been played. And then we have Jay Jay decided to friend zone. So a lot of friend zones going on. Bald Eagle Face get friend zoned, and now Jay just friend zoned China. China just got friend zoned by Jay. All right, he was not feeling it, and I knew he wasn't feeling it from the very beginning. But she was the only one that was coming at him, and he just made a choice. So I think he would prefer to get with one of the blonde chicks, but they weren't really entertaining Jay like that. So it is what it is. He friend zone old girl, and they're probably gonna end up going home uh, because there's gonna be a public vote eventually for the couples, and he's probably gonna end up going home. We'll see what happens. But more likely it's gonna be Billy and Tasha is gonna go home. I think it's gonna be Billy and Tasha that goes home. But hey, let's see. And that's that. Oh, right. China's still going. She decides to talk to Andrew about the fact that she just heard from Tasha. She just I just confused that whole thing. Okay, so Coco, who's bald eagle face, decided now after first getting with Ekin Su and playing the victim, then talking to Tasha and trying to get her on side. Now she's talking to Andrew and letting him know that she felt like she's been lied to and she's been played by him. And he was telling her all the stuff that he wanted to get to know her. And now he's trying to get back with Tasha. So she's confronting him on that. Then we have Dami, who decided to have the conversation with India about what happened with him in summer. He's talking about the kissing and all the stuff. And his explanations for what he did it was like he just wanted to, this is what he would do outside of the house. He wanted to explore every option and see if he have a better connection with Summer or India, and he just wants to explore both. And he's like, well, you're doing the same thing as well. And she's like, well, I was being respectful. I wasn't making out with dude and all this stuff. And yeah, he pretty much just tried to explain why he made the decision that he did, but he didn't really do a good job. But it seems like she's ready to forgive him anyways. So it is what it is. Dami is not the best speaker, so can only expect so much, right? Then we have Andrew again with Tasha. She pretty much asked him to be honest with her and tell her if anything else went on with Coco. And he's saying like, no, we're just really just friends. I don't really want to be with her. I was angry with you. That's why I did what I did and all this stuff. And he pretty much didn't admit to anything. And eventually turned into an argument where Tasha is saying, I feel like you're lying and you're the one that played me. And he's like, how can that be? I'm the one that's hurt. You're the one that hurt my feelings. And it was like back and forth. And eventually he just walked away from the conversation. And then Bald Eagle Face, Coco, now is doing round 4 of political manipulation. Now she's telling everybody here about the fact that Andrew was also sucking on her titties and trying to have sex with her, and was telling her that he would he would destroy her or something like that, sucking on her tits and telling her he's going to destroy her, ruin her. He said he was going to ruin her. That's his pillow talk. He's sucking on the titties and he's like, I'm going to ruin you. I have never used that one, but I'll try it in the future. Ruin you. So she's getting all of them on her side now. Now everyone knows what Andrew said. And she tried to be like, oh guys, don't tell anyone. I'm just telling you guys this because I'm just kind of pissed off, but please don't tell anyone. I don't want this to get out because it looks bad on me. Typical manipulation tactics there. don't tell anyone, even though I know everyone is going to know after I tell you guys, but don't tell anyone. So that, that's what she did. All right. So now that she knows that everyone is going to find out, she tries to cover her bases by going to Andrew and telling him that she fucked up and she accidentally told everyone about what happened. And he's like, what happened? What do you mean, about the kiss or whatever? And he's like, and she's like, no, about you sucking on my tits and all that stuff. And and Andrew was like, okay, that's fine. Then he decided to call Tasha aside, and he tell her about the tit sucking. He told her about the tit sucking, and she was pissed off about it. And she gathered around her girls, and they're all shocked and angry about him out there sucking on a chick's tits and calling her a liar and all this stuff. Politics, man, politics. These girls are just freaking clowns. Like, literally, they can say anything to them and they'll just be, as long as it moves them emotionally, they will just pick a side based on that. Like, it's whatever. So they're harping and barking about him sucking on a chick's tits and calling him a liar and all this stuff. And Coco now came over to the girls, and after she did her rounds of political manipulation, she's over here now telling them and saying and apologizing and the crocodile tears, saying that she feels so sorry for Tasha, and she's like, I just don't want you to think that whatever, I feel played and I feel so bad for you. And now Coco is now got the girls as her friends now, and Andrew is enemy number one. So see how that whole situation turned around? Well played by both Tasha and Coco, manipulation masters. Well done. Now Andrew's just walking around the house with his dumb ass, just sulking and feeling like he has nobody. All right, so Andrew is sad. He decides to sleep outside in the freaking whatever, that little bed that they have outside in the villa instead of in the room. And and Luca over here, taking pity on him, decide to come and lay down with him on the outside. And this is pretty much how that episode ends. All right, so that is episode 33. Whole lot of bullshit. I don't know how it's going to turn out. We'll see what the next episode is, but so far, Andrew is trash. Bald Eagle Face, very manipulative. Tasha, very manipulative. Luca is very insecure, and Jax is kind of a child. But Davide is my number one guy right now. My dude is killing the game. He's doing his thing. Much respect to him. So until next time.